So I'm not putting anything, past the coaches poll.
Yeah, because the season, I think college football is getting ready to start here in the next couple weeks.
August 24th.
Yeah, because I know the Florida Gators play Miami in Orlando, so I know that's coming up. And then, of course, I'm hoping to get I did apply today for my website, applied today for USF Bulls credentials. I'm hoping to get them because that's August 30th. That's a Friday night against Wisconsin. I can't wait.
I know.
That game will be rocking on a Friday night.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that.
And there was 6 players and 2 managers ejected in the baseball game on Tuesday.
The Reds and the Pirates. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it takes a lot of balls for one player to go into the whole dugout by himself. I mean, you have to be insanely crazy to go charging all by yourself at the whole dugout. Because, again, I know there's 9 guys on the field. You got some guys in the bullpen. So there probably 8, 9 guys in there, 10 guys in there, and you're going to go in there and try to challenge everybody by yourself. Pretty ballsy to go do something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I have the top 10 for the coaches poll. I have them right here.
Okay.
You ready?
Go ahead.
All right, we named the first 2, so we'll go with that. 3 is Georgia.
Georgia,
4
okay.
is Oklahoma. 5 is Ohio State.
All right.
All right, now we go down to the bottom half. LSU is 6. Michigan is 7.
Okay.
Florida is 8. Notre Dame is number 9, and Texas is number 10.
Number 10. Okay, so they've got probably the 2 good teams in the Big 12 all in the top 10, Oklahoma and Texas. Okay, that's interesting. And they got Florida and Georgia and Alabama. So that's 3 SEC teams in the top 10. And they have Clemson in there. They're the only ACC team. I didn't hear you name any other. Oh, or did you say Miami? Miami in there, are they?
Right. Yes, they're in the lower state of the top 10.
Okay. So the top 10, you have 1 ACC team, 3 SEC, 2 Big 12. And who was the other one? Lewis, you mentioned? Notre Dame. Notre Dame is the only independent. Okay.
Right. You think they're ever going to nah, probably not.
No, they won't join a conference because they got too much money wrapped up in NBC. It's not going to happen anytime soon. And
that's what I thought.
Because in all logic, the best conference I think, Lewis, that they should join is obviously the Big Ten. They're right there in the middle of the country. You're not far from Michigan. So they play Michigan all the time anyway. And the only team that they really play out of conference that isn't in the Big Ten is USC, which is in the Pac-12 or Pac-16 or whatever they call that conference out west.
It's Pac-12.
Pac-12. So whatever they call that conference, so that's the only team that they really play outside of the Big Ten.
Yeah. Even though it's not, a conference game, it's still considered, a rivalry.
And to me, one of the most exciting college football games every year, and I don't ever miss it, is Army Navy. I never miss that.
Of course.
I've, and 2 years ago it was in the snow. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world that it was snowing. So I mean that game I never miss. I will never miss the Army Navy game.
Yeah, Army Navy. But there is one, of course, that we are overlooking. I know it's on the same division conference, but also a great rivalry and a great tradition as well. I think you know what that one is.
You're talking about Michigan, Ohio State?
No, this is outside Division 1A.
Outside Division 1A, okay.
Yes.
Who are you referring to? Outside of Division 1? You're not talking about Harvard and Yale, are you?
Yes, I am. Come on, my cousin played for Yale. Come on.
That's the only, I'll be honest with you, that's the only 2 teams I can think of. Like, who's he talking about outside of Division 1? It's got to be Harvard, Yale. Okay. So the Ivy League schools. All right.
My cousin played for Yale. You got to give a credit for that.
Well, and you know what? That's an interesting game to watch too, because you don't. No, I mean, again, we're not going to see any of those 2 teams in the playoff. That's not going to happen. So to watch the game, and it means something to them, right? It means something to them. So that's always an interesting game to watch too. Harvard, Yale.
Mm-hmm. And they're not very friendly off the field either.
That's what I've heard. So you said that.
No, they hate each other.
Do they? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, wasn't there
Harvard? Oh, shut up.
Wasn't there a lot of the presidents that played? Some of the presidents played in that game. There were a lot of our U.S. presidents that played in that game. The
George
Harvard.
Bush.
Yeah, Harvard-Yale game. Okay. That's what I thought.
George Bush. But he was at Yale.
At Yale. Okay.
I mean, Harvard thinks they're so superior to Yale. It makes it think that Yale looks like they're just stupid. Wrong.
Well, that's and then that's the game that those two schools wait for every year, just like the.
Let's put it this way: Harvard may have the nerds, but I guess Yale may have the nerds, but I guess Harvard has all the geeks.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the Harvard geeks. Yeah, too snobby for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harvard's snobs.
Harvard is what? Is in Massachusetts? Is that where or is it in New York?
Yeah, yes it is. Yes, Harvard's in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yale's in Connecticut.
Oh, okay. Then that's why they're such big rivals. They're in they're in the Northeast, so that's why they're rivals. Okay.
That's right. It has been that way since the Stone Age, I think. Well,
I was going to say that rivalry is probably one of the oldest in all of college football, right? They've got to be
the oldest rivalry. It's called The Game.
Okay, the oldest. Okay, what is it, like 1800 type? 18.
Actually, it goes back. Actually, I think it goes back to 400 BC, just after the Roman chariot races.
Well, that's cool.
Going
on.
Yeah. The halftime show, they had the chariot races race against each other, and it was a mess. Ooh, blood and guts everywhere all over the field. Oh, it's terrible. Wow.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Oh.
If my cousin heard me say this on the show, I'd be a dead man.
Well, we hope that he's not listening right now.
He knows about that I do a show, but he doesn't know that I'm on right now.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
That guy, his mother will kill me.
Oh, he'll come and say, "Oh, you're supporting the enemy now. You're supporting the enemy."
His mother won't be too thrilled about this either.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Do you have a guest coming on, or you said no?
No, the one interview Lewis I had lined up, I've been trying to get in touch with him, and he has not gotten back to me, so I'm going to have to reschedule the interview. This afternoon, I was like, okay, he's not coming on. That's, life happens. That obviously that's what happened, and that's fine. But just the interesting part was his wrestling company that he owns is having a big shindig tomorrow in Orlando, and I'm like, hey, come on the show, man. I can get some people to go to it. And maybe he had something come up with that. Maybe they had to cancel it. I don't know. I haven't heard from him. So I have to go ahead and postpone that interview, and that's what it is. I mean, that's just sometimes that happens in our business, where you set it up to talk to somebody and they forget. I mean, somehow, some way, I ended up getting 2 interviews for next week. So I got somebody coming on to talk about the WWE, their pay-per-view next Sunday, and I have a local Florida sports guy like I had a couple weeks ago coming on. That's a lot talking about USF, so I want to bring him on before the college football season starts.
Yeah. Well, I'll be ready for it.
Yeah, like I said, this time of the year is great because, and I'm gonna try to. I haven't been to a high school football game in years, so I think I'm gonna try to get to a high school game this year. go back to my alma mater and go to a football game this year. The funny thing is they're playing the same night as the USF game is, and if I'm at Raymond James Stadium, obviously I can't be in two places at one time. So I can't be there, but I'll have to.
You can't clone yourself? You can't clone yourself for this? No, I guess not.
I wish I could. Honestly, Lewis, I wish I could.
Just a thought.
I wish I could do that.
Okay, the first televised games are August 24th.
Okay, so then we're about 23 days away. Just over 3 weeks away. Okay.
Of course, they refer to that week as week 0, which I think is
week
kind of
0. Okay.
Why do you call it week 0? You're playing. How could it be week 0?
That's a good question, because I mean, that should be week 1, and if it's not week 1 for everybody, then okay, then it is what it is. But I mean, I wonder. I guess assume College Game Day is going to be in Orlando for the Florida Hurricane game. I would imagine.
It's going to be on ESPN, so yes.
Okay, I would. And I listened to Pat McAfee. I'm sure you know who Pat McAfee is, the punter for the Colts. He has his own YouTube channel, and I guess him and Matt Hasselbeck are doing the Thursday night college football games, and that's pretty cool. Because one of those games will be later in the season in November. The Bulls play the Temple Owls at Raymond James Stadium. Boy, I sure would like to go talk to those two if I got a shot.
Yeah, and it's Miami versus Florida at 7 o'clock on that night.
7 o'clock that night. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will be watching that football game because I'm a Gator fan, so I'll be watching that game closely.
Watch out for that Gator. Ugh.
Yeah. Or watch out for the Hurricanes. That's what I keep getting told.
Ooh, a hurricane versus an alligator. Oof.
Yeah. Well, there's a movie
Deadly
that just
combination. Deadly. Oh boy. You should hear what I'm doing. You should hear this jokes on my show. Ugh. No. Anyway, Brady, if you get a chance, it's Saturday night, 6 to 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, Lewis. I keep telling you I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try every week, so I'm gonna try to make sure I get in this weekend. If not, I know I see not this Saturday. I don't think I have anything going on, but I do next Saturday. I'll be at my roller derby thing once a month. But if not this week or not next week, but the following week after that, so that would be the 17th. I'm gonna try to call in late in the show, get on there, and talk to you guys. 'Cause I got to listen to your show, and you do a hell of a job. So I want to get on there and talk to you.
Thanks. Yeah. Hey, if you want to bring us some news or roller derby, feel free to do so.
I could do that. I could do that.
Yeah, because I cover, well, almost everything.
Well, that's good though. That's good, Lewis. I mean, that's what I try to do too. I try to change it up every week and bring new stuff in. I hate that sometimes you got to bring in tragedy. Like, I brought in Tyler Skaggs and the Humble Broncos. Yeah. Last week we were talking about, young athletes dying. I mean, so sometimes you got to bring in the sad stuff sometimes too that's going on.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
As I said in my articles, I always hate to be the bearer of bad news, yet I feel it's necessary that I have to bring it up.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but hey, it comes with the territory.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, because we lost somebody from our organization just last week, and I dedicated on my show on Saturday. She passed away a week ago.
Oh, thoughts and prayers for her and her family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So but like I said, look, we're a strong organization, and we're gonna pull through it.
Well, that's good, Lewis, that you guys are able to, in a weird way to say this, you guys are able to stay, keep doing what you're doing, because I have a funny feeling that's what you would want you guys to do, keep going forward, even though she's gone. And I think in a way, sometimes when you know somebody like that, the only way to kind of, keep their, to give them like a tribute is to keep the show going. because that's what they would want you to do moving forward.